A conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on
There's
him.
only ever
I may have picked up one or two.
6, 7?
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The
Yes.
scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to let me know, so please.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849.
Oh, that makes it
The
so much
Battle
better.
of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash.
Yeah,
Yet
the
war
whole
like Walud shows
that was
not
80% of the kingdom is
faintest
kind of taken
interest in
over.
laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again.
Ooh.
It is but a question of when.
So our next
And on
opponent
that
is
day,
Odin. Cool.
Who will be trampled underfoot?
Oh, probably one of the cooler icons. Yeah,
In summary,
that
I
fight
know
with Odin's
not
gonna be
what
very
the
cool.
Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
If he can keep
Indeed
his
he
mouth
is.
shut.
Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally
Hey, yo,
begin to
Titan
heal.
is dead.
Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Bet. Okay. Shower, Blackthorn. Yes. I feel like Blackthorn probably care the least. Just hit him down the line.
Clive? No.
Yeah.
He is.
Alright, here, little shits.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right.
Alright?
Brilliant.
Yeah. You had me here, no lessons.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned?
I would like to learn as well. What the hell is he?
No. And not for want of trying.
The last summon?
Nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment.
Hair
of
covering
thought.
one eye.
One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him.
Even by Final Fantasy standards, their hair has been toned down as of late.
Alas, it
Nothing,
seems
nothing
you're the
crazy like
only
Cloud
one who
Strife.
has.
Nothing crazy like that.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Cool.
It means a lot.
Okay. Actually, I do need to speak to you.
My knowledge is yours. I don't
I have
believe
a
you've
lot of
read
knowledge
this
to pass.
particular chapter before. There is a rather fascinating
Really?
excerpt
I
I've been
thought I
meaning
would
to show you.
have at least
What
more.
subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
Okay. Now let's tell Blackthorn and Charon. I don't need to buy any potions, right?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
You can tell through the scowl.
It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
I don't know
Cooker is dead.
why I even take it off the
No more
Off the
looking
charger.
over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
That was quick. Oh, you got new stuff?
And what can I do for you?
Enhancer. The Swabi Merchant. Stagger, lose by 10. Actually, I'll buy it.
You're rubbing me blind,
Yeah,
you
equip
know.
it. That's kind of badass though, like a katana.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then.
You getting emotional on me, Blackthorn?
Beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
That was more emotion than I was expecting.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
While I'm here though,
What do you want?
enhancer +1.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ooh. Silken ash, really? White room bone. Huh. Where can I find that though?
You can thank me later.
Oh, I just immediately just went up to +2. Cool. Silken sash +1. Actually. Okay. Diamond armlets. We're gonna find white rim bone. Drag. Oh, I have some gelatinous mass. Perfect.
No scratches, right?
Okay. Cool. Now can I reinforce it? It's actually it's better. Actually better. Cool. Okay. Cool. All right, Otto. What more you got for me? He is always carrying those cabbages.
I heard it from
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
All right, Otto. What you got?
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
My cabbages. All right, so what's the move now? Go after Odin?
The professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
Cabbages.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
Where am I going?
You're right.
Oh, there's like a nice memorial site for them?
And I will.
And go to the old hideaway?
When you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been
I
going
keep calling
out
her
hammer
Mid.
and tongue down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
This nice little mundane side quests.
Clive. Anything catch
What else
your
we
eye?
got? For great justice. Use your loaf. Okay.
Think you can help?
Yeah, I figure this would be a whole lot easier for me just to do side quests off stream. Takes up a lot of time. And from the side quests I've done, they really like don't impact it like too much. There are some interesting ones. I may want to do like one or two. Yo, Mid.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now.
Maybe
Gotta
do
get this
biz.
thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
This is a
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive
Star
them
Trek
through the water,
crossover that I didn't know
ours is
about.
fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. and more heat than all the hells put together.
It would be, I mean, as Sid has to pilot a ship, whether it's an airship or any other.
Tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses
Please
all
tell
that
me
heat
this
into the air.
transforms into an airship. Please.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Okay. Yeah, this, let's see, it's a nice slowdown between crazy events where I'm basically playing Attack on Titan and Asura's Wrath.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
Although I really wish like the lulls between like it was a little less. I mean, there's no problems. It's just it being a tad slower, and when it ramps up, it ramps up. It feels like once it
Blackthorn.
ramps up, reaches climax, it's like a crazy downfall. It's a little bit of peeve of mine, but overall, the game is absolutely amazing.
And myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
All right, so what am I doing?
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy.
Stardust.
Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Cool. Letting off steam 1. Gather.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these 2 lucky souls is going with you?
Gav? Yeah, I'll take Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Okay. You go to the river, out of Velcroy. All right. Hopefully, letting off Steam 1. I know there's an ultimate weapon in this game. It's a Final Fantasy game. There has to be.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
How can I make it?
Faster!
I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want to ruin it for myself. Gav, yo. Really, I can't talk to him from.
Safe. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Is it an actual race or? Yeah, I'm not just gonna have to hop on my chocobo only to get off of it again.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me.
All right, come on, pick it up. I can't walk in a river. Please. Ah, son of a...
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
And as soon as we get to Gav, he's being hassled by some royalists, then we're gonna have to fend them off. So, of course, right? Oh, actually, not being hassled. Cool.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Okay. It's a cool sword out of my back, though.
Oh, you win.
Fine.
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Yeah, sure. What you want to talk about?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Have you ever had the opportunity to talk like that?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
Oscar.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
Gav is a real one. He's cool.
I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
Really funny when looked like Clive was gonna give Gav a hug. It's
So
like,
you keep sending me wherever you need to. And I'll keep going.
good to see you.
Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Okay.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Cool. What is this? 3 steps, right? I really should have been paying more of attention.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
All right.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah.
I
do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
my what? Excuse me?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Okay, cool.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
So what? Am I gonna ride this ship into the Royalist capital and fight
He cracked the crystal too.
to fight Bahamut? Well, no, my next task is Odin, right? Yeah, I believe so. Wrong way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
I've said this like multiple times before that this music is very, very calming. How come I never came down here before? Huh, look at that. I mean, it's something I didn't need, but hey, this found something. Where the hell? You completely walk past it, son of a.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
All right, mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Well, she need.
To hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah, 3-3.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
We just need to fix it.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Right.
Right.
It'd be really funny. Her name is actually Wasser. Helena. Oh, okay.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air.
Yeah, steam engine?
Were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of
You're talking way
thermal
too slow.
sink
I need to get this
absorb
a
all
whole
that
lot
excess
quicker.
energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
He's like, all right, get it.
Said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there.
So I need to swing my sword
no longer a
at.
matter
Got
of
it.
just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Letting off steam too. Lambert's Pass. Oh, okay. Wow, I haven't been to Wall Swing in a very long time. Yeah, there's really no need to come back here. Although I'm gonna have to do that side quest eventually. Wish for like maybe like a 5% more running speed within towns. I'm so happy I got myself a chocobo.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Come on, there we go.
Time to fight.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna just let them do their own business. Really? Now, maybe you can speak.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Would you?
Of course.
Why not? Killing it
be
real
right
quick,
back.
please.
Anybody home?
It's really funny. They... Oh, one of these things again.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Time
Time to go.
His name is Unwanted Visitor. Ow. Ooh, I love that arrow on your bum ass. Oh boy. Ooh, very. Here we go. Beat his ass. Here we go. I can still,
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
oh shit.
Indeed.
Oh, crazy.
Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
I am the warrior. Yes, actually, there was a chest like to the left of me. I definitely want to take a look at, and then actually walk down the path. All right, this is the path. Oh, okay. Was there? Oh yeah, yeah, chest right here. Cool. Okay. Now let's head on back. You know, might as well just make this like the side quest episode. Since I'm doing this, might as well just do those 2 side quests as well. So at least I'm up to speed. Only 2, right? And they're relatively quickly. They're relatively quick. So then after doing the 3 for Mid, very hard trying not to snicker at her name being mid. After
If I don't come up with something soon.
every just the connotation that comes with it.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Or calcum.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a side quest episode. Remote shielding designs. I need monsters to kill to test out this cool sword that I got on my back. Like I said, I'm really interested on what the ultimate weapon looks like. I know there's an ultimate weapon. Yo, Tomes, you got any lightweight materials?
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
I just
Consider the lake
love
we have made our
how
home.
they're,
Its blighted
hey, we
waters
need this,
eat
we
away
need
far
that.
more quickly than
When the
fresh
person
water
that they
or even
really want to
brine.
talk to is
And
maybe
timber
30
and
feet away.
steel alike.
Maybe,
We
depending
have
how
made
big
a
this
home
place
here from
is,
those very materials nonetheless.
5-minute walk.
We have.
Hey, can you go talk to them? But they're
Arnold
right
was
there
varnished
across the
every
room.
board twice
You
over
know,
to
but
keep
I'm
it from
busy
rotting.
right now.
And
But they're
Obelisk
right
complains that
there
we're in
across
constant
the room.
strife. Pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it,
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance.
Of course.
I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past
Yo,
may yet prove useful
where
to me
would
as
I
a
be able
modern
to find that though?
thank you, Hippocrates. If
Rosaria?
you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh, you got the team together.
So you need a hand, do you?
We
Yes,
do.
please.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
You know, I expect the cold shoulder to be from Jill since she's the dominant of Shiva. Why is Darja giving me the cold
I
shoulder?
leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Okay.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
You know, I don't want to break up the team. Jill, you and me. I don't want to break up the team.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so?
Really?
I've been
Is that
meaning to
easy?
visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
I mean, we're gonna meet you right there. Sorry,
You two
just
enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
okay. I can actually find them at the.
Now,
market?
where's Jill?
Joe, wherefore art thou? Ooh, hold on. What do you have?
Do you see anything you like?
Sword, Gaia Blade. You really don't have much. Huh, okay.
I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and
I mean, I do have enough money to buy elixirs, but I really don't want to. Yo, Joe.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere.
Lou, you
amongst all
just
these
staring at
stalls
bread.
here. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they're gone.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking.
This is really just a whole ass fetch quest.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it.
That's everything.
Oh, take it.
Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants.
I mean, I was able just to buy them so easily.
Here since sunrise and not a single bottle sold. Did you find everything?
Yep.
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
What's going on, Jill?
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
What you got to say? You have a little picnic?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Well, that's why you're staring at it.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make.
That's not what I heard.
What do you
That's
think?
not what I heard.
I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
Exactly.
Right.
That's not what I heard.
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, not at all.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
Clive just raised a whole ass death flag. He ain't surviving it to the end of this. At least one of them's not.
Clive.
Awkward movements towards each other.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Okay. We should, like I think I said this in earlier parts. And it's like, I wish there was, as soon as you're done with like one part of the side quest, it'll insta teleport you, or at least ask you, hey, do you wish to
Hippocrates is getting on with the moon
travel to the person who gave you said quest? Press yes, and then it'll just teleport you. Or maybe it is, I'm just not seeing it.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
Yay?
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
No one has any like dress down clothes or anything. Why is everybody looking like they're about to start their own adventure?
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Oh, absolutely.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, It will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Done and done. Oh. Yeah, a lot of ability points.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Yeah, let me actually see if I can upgrade. Is there anything I want to upgrade? Wind up. Ability cooldown by 50%. Cool. You are do like my aerial blast. Rook's Gambit. Really don't use these two anymore. No. I want to reset all my abilities. And you know what? I can just wait on something that catches my attention. Yeah, it's fine.
Thanks to Sid.
I went up to give some breeze to
the chocobo. The chocobo bit him.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Well, Arthur, that's not really much of an accomplishment. Alright, Mid.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Blackthorn? What's the name of the ship gonna be? Actually, the Highwind. It has to be the Highwind, right?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Did you do that?
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
Yeah, whatever. Potato.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Are you saying that without moving your mouth? If we just make this entire boat sometime later. Yeah, it is one of the engines. Really intuitive to put an engine on something that's probably majority been wind power for these ships.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
No, excuse me?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say.
Goodness.
Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Listen, I'm taking a break. Give me 1 second.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance.
It's still somewhere.
That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always?
Really don't know if you can hear the
All right.
fireworks behind me.
My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Oh, thank
Sod our
you.
plans, I'm trusting in yours.
So Sid always gets to ride
Something
this
tells
ship.
me it's
I
what
let
my
it,
dad
at
would have
least.
wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Oh, that's a plus. That's what I mean. It's important.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Yeah.
Clive,
Why?
were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll
Oh,
probably
she's putting
be
it
off
off.
with a Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your
Before I do that,
benefactors are a
though.
generous lot.
Ooh, that's a lot of ability
All yours.
points. Right, cleric's medallion.
Come again. I may have more for you.
What are you though? Mid's dungeon. Weird science. Yeah, let me do that one because the plus ones are always something, it gives something very cool. Like the last one that had a plus was it increased the potency of my potions. The other one was gave me my chocobo. Later, what you need? Or
That's it.
Halloween?
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be...
What do you need?
Hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bungadus problem is, it won't always get rid of all, which is why I've been looking for something to fill...
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
proper.
So what exactly do you...
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the... You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it... So, I did it. And do you know what I found now? It's only
Of
the
a
blooming
bomb
bones of a
king.
bomb king.
I take it that's...
I saw a billet on the hunt board. Would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you.
Yay. Let's go for a hunt. Hopefully this thing with mid is not timed. And be able to catch her. Going to camper, right? From where this bomb king can be. As about bomb sightings. Are you out for the bomb king, Koopa? So I have a billet that might interest you. Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase. Okay, wrong turn and nearby wood. The Crook Sambrek. Okay. Okay, so the Crook Sambrek. I can't select them though. Yeah, I'm asking about the bomb things. Okay. Why does it not allow me to use a hunt board to locate the bomb king? Yeah, it's in the Crook and Sambrek. Or do I have to talk to Mid? It only gives 20,000. All right, yeah, I beat you. All right, so I guess let me talk to Mid because it's not allowing me to teleport over here.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Times help?
Obeleth, have you...
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take... But anyway, I got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Thank you, Obeleth.
Don't mention.
Okay. Reunion. Reunion.
What tidings, Uncle?
My journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the ongoings in the Free Cities, by which I learned the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Talamon's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumored have already reached my friend, it might not be long, for the guild masters are rapping on a door.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It can't be just that.
Nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Alright,
You'll be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Oh, the old hideaway. Sid's legacy. Damn, Sid. Ran out like a G you are.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
No longer. He's gone and dead.
The Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Yeah, apparently only himself.
Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Please.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Nice time for a little bit of respite.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then.
You want to start seeing the faces in the clouds like JoJo?
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to
Like with
Twinside.
Odin.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like
Or,
to think
no,
how
I fight
tightly
with
guarded they've
Bahamut.
got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Wait, what? Why you?
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Like, woman, why you?
You wanted to buy yourself some
volunteering me
tools,
for
didn't
stuff?
ya? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way.
Who's just having a ball?
It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me
yeah.
things
All right,
and
cool.
I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Oh, don't do that. Don't try and raise any death flags. Remember that one time I saved you from falling off a cliff?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Damn, every other place is cut off though. Eastern Dalmatia. Let's go. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Thingy boy.
Huh. Oh, alright. Get cart. And there's another. Oh, that's. Never mind. So where. Before I do that. Zembrek. So this would be. Broken Hilt. Yeah, I know I'm kind of cobble breaking what they were trying to say, but do want to do this. maybe up and around. I am gonna save you the time. You don't want to do this. All right, fine. You really want to smoke? Really want to smoke? Fine, it's cool.
Good girl.
Faster.
I don't have time to be messing with these. Oh. Didn't expect to see you. Expected to see in the Bomb King. Belphegor. One ugly. Oh. That's enough. You need to stop catching me with that. Quick with it. Here we go. Broke my... Alright, that's enough, that's enough. Damn, you're going to just keep with the fire breath, huh? Notorious Mark slain. Oh, this is nothing like Dragon Talon.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Cool. All right. That the damn thing almost killing me.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Broken hilt.
Enough of you, are there? Be safe.
And bloody hides. Yeah, it was the Broken Hilt. I'm at the Broken Hilt. Or maybe let me go back to the board again.
Faster!
Yeah, let me go back to the board again.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
This is the crook and Breck. Ooh. Where the hell is the crook? I'll swing. Norvent. Dalmekia. Aiden's Wake. Okay, well. I guess I haven't reached that part in the story. Poor Isolde. Yeah, I guess I haven't reached that part of the story. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so then let's just continue then. Cool.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going in the right direction.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed.
Work for us.
I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Probably should have got more potions, but that's fine.
All right.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them as is for now. Oh, this is like an ambush and a half. Yeah, of course.
They have a hideaway of their own.
If you ever want to see it again, make it fun.
Laying a smackdown on them. with it. Love this combat system.
We've done the Republic a service.
Now, if I can go out my way, please.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Good girl.
Okay.
Enough of you, are there?
There's no need to initiate combat if I don't need to. Okay. Finally made it here. Oh, wow. Finally made it to the Niagara Falls. The Final Sin. That is one hell of a name.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Why is the name for the Final Sin, though?
Man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers.
Oh. How's that curse, though?
I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse.
Yeah, why are they cursed, though?
Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your
Real
room,
life, son.
When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Is there any question? That's like a very...
Just look at this place.
Rare smile.
It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, what was the disconnect? Why is...